So we would work out 5 to 6 days a week. Back then, I always thought that was the way that I have to work out, but I didn't see changes.
Yeah. If you're stuck in cardio, I'm just going to gently tell you, you're probably not going to get the body that you are picturing in your head. It's just not going to happen. The muscle is what shapes you. And, look up other women and you'll see, like, it is not going to make you manly. There is no way that's going to happen. It's not in our genetic code. Don't be afraid of it. Just try it. I promise your body's going to feel better.
Welcome to Real Women, Real Results, the podcast where we go beyond the reps and dive into what it really takes to live a stronger, healthier, and more confident life. I'm your host, Jamie Revell, women's fitness expert and founder of W3 Body Women's Training Gyms in Chicagoland. Each week, we'll bring you real stories, expert insights, and the tools you need to create real results. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Real Women, Real Results. I'm your host, Jamie Revell, owner of W3 Body Women-Only Training Systems built around one powerful philosophy, that strong women change the world, and of course, it starts with strength training. From a personal standpoint, I started training the way that we train at W3 Body in early 2022. And I just want to preface this episode, which is going to be an interview between two of our coaches who are decades apart in age and who have both seen incredible results from our programs, with the fact that after doing these workouts for not even 6 months, it felt like I had an epiphany. It was like a light bulb moment. I was someone who always worked out because I loved movement and I loved the feeling of accomplishment post-workout. I did a lot of intense cardio with some strength training, but it wasn't until I backed off of those workouts and started doing functional strength training, keeping it consistent for 4 to 6 weeks and progressing my load that I was hooked and said, I need to introduce this to as many people as I possibly could. What I love the most is the mental shift that comes with strength training, that instead of looking at calories burned or the intensity of the workouts in terms of how tired I felt afterwards, it's really more about how strong can I get and how strong do I feel, not to mention that my results were even more noticeable. So on that note, I just want to preface again this episode by talking about what most women come to us thinking, that lifting will make them bulky, that cardio is the best way to lose fat, that 2-pound weights and high reps are the toning solution, and that if they're not sweating buckets, it doesn't count. But let me be clear, that is outdated and that's fear-based fitness. So here's the truth. Muscle is your metabolism's best friend. Strength training supports fat loss and shapes your body. It helps with bone density, joint health, mood, and confidence, and it's one of the best tools we have to age powerfully. So to help me demonstrate these things that I am so passionate about, today I have two of our amazing coaches here with me from our Elmhurst location, Coach Denice and Coach Hanna. Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Hey.
They are not only incredible coaches here at W3 and awesome role models for everybody, but they're also living proof that strength training changes everything for the better. And what I love about today's episode is that Denice and Hanna are in totally different stages of life, but both have their own version of what fitness looked like before strength training, whether it was teaching lots of cardio and group fitness classes over the years or just working out on their own, and how everything shifted for them personally when they started training the W3 way. I got the idea for this episode actually after I spoke with both of them, and they just both casually made comments to me about how their bodies have changed after they started working here and doing our workouts. And like me, these are two people who have always incorporated fitness into their lives and have worked out for many years consistently. So it's not that adding activity was a total shock to their bodies, which caused new results, but it was the right types of workouts that helped them build muscle and change their body composition to produce noticeable results in ways they weren't seeing before. So that was very long-winded, but I just wanted to set the stage, how this episode came about and why I find it to be so meaningful that here are two people who have been in the fitness industry for a while and who were like, wow, these are game-changing workouts. And I love that because I think it's so important in order to be able to coach our members really well, that you believe in them and you do the workouts yourselves, which is awesome. And I never force that on anyone, but it just shows how bought in we are to what we preach every day. So let's start here. Before you were strength training the way that we do now at W3, what were your workouts like? And we'll start with you, Coach Denice.
Well, I'll probably take it back in my early days, like 19, early 20s. I was an aerobic instructor at Chicago Health Club, and all I did was high impact cardio.
Yeah.
And I was a twig, just little tiny, no muscle at all. That was through my 20s. When I turned 30, I met my husband, Walter, that I'm married to now. And he met me and he's like, oh my gosh, this girl works out. She works out all the time. I got to pick up my fitness game. So we would work out 5 to 6 days a week. We would do biceps and triceps one day. We would do shoulders and legs another day. We would do chest. And then we go back around the clock and fit cardio in to that 2-hour-long session every single day.
Wow. Yeah.
And I did that for 10 years straight, I
Oh my
think.
goodness.
Even being in the fitness
Wow.
industry for 41 years, back then, I always thought that was the way that I have to work out.
Yeah.
But I didn't see changes.
Yeah. Then more is better. That
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So not true.
Less is completely the way to go. And I strength train now 3 to 4 days a week. I do our program at W3 the 3 days a week. And if I want to add anything in, it's usually an extra 20 minutes, I would say, of some legs. But
Cool.
other than that, I fit in this program. I work it 3 days a week, that extra day occasionally. And I do some of our team workouts. But in regards to cardio, my cardio is going for a walk
Yeah.
for 30 minutes or so. And that's it.
That's awesome. You added a weighted vest recently, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
How
I
did you
added
feel
a
about
weighted
that?
vest. And I have to say, last year at this time, I was 10 pounds heavier. I'm 10 pounds lighter now. And I wanted to put that on just to see how it would feel
Mm-hmm.
if I could go back
That's
to then.
cool.
And I was like, wow, this is hard. I
Yeah.
couldn't go as far. So that walk went probably to like 22 minutes that day, I think, instead of like 35 or 40.
Yes.
But that did increase my heart rate. It did increase the sweat.
Mm-hmm. And what a crazy reality check, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow.
Yep.
And so how about you, Hannah? You're in your 20s now. What was your early fitness mindset?
So, my early fitness mindset, my mom actually was the one who really got me into fitness. Like most girls, when they're like 15 years old, I just didn't like my body. And, it was the 2000s. Like they're calling Britney Spears fat, so I didn't feel good about myself. So my mom was a member of Women's Workout World. I started taking classes there with her. I was a P90X video girl. So I did do some weightlifting, but I always had cardio in the back of my mind. I was always doing cardio, just running, because my goal when I was younger was to be thin, stick thin. I thought the bulky thing was true when I was young. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to lift heavy. And then I got stuck in the rut in my mid 20s. I got stuck in the rut of 30 minutes cardio, 15-minute weightlifting, because I still just thought cardio was the way to burn everything. I'm like, I don't need the muscle. I don't need the muscle. I just need to burn. Well, then I got into fitness. I learned how important gaining muscle is. Luckily, I got the job here. And since I started your workouts, just the things I can do with my body and how much I can lift is just so surpass anything I ever thought I'd be able to do.
Wow.
So yeah, I just think like our strength system, I don't want to say it's perfect, but it's really, really great.
Yeah.
I do our 3 weightlifting days. And then in between, I love to do our team training, but I still try to get some cardio in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like maybe a 20, 30-minute walk. I don't run anymore. I do incline walks and that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was actually chatting with someone earlier, and a good way to think about cardio versus strength training is live longer through cardio because we need it for heart and lungs, but live stronger through strength training. And I'm
I like
"Oh, love
that."
it." Yeah. So what would you say, any particular frustrations in your early days of, or prior to W3, we'll say, or prior to truly strength training, any frustrations with your workouts or results that you just weren't getting that you wanted at the time?
For me, I would have to say, because I'm post-menopause now, so my problem area was always my midsection. And I'm like, if I just do this, if I just do that, if I just do this, if I just do more cardio, if I run more, if I go on the Stairmaster more, if I take more kickboxing classes, that wasn't the case.
Mm.
It was strength training.
Mm-hmm.
Strength training is what got my core really fit and really toned.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I don't have that problem
That's awesome.
like I did last year.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't have the same problem at all. So my biggest problem back in the day, because I didn't know how important it was to do the same movements a few weeks, 5 weeks, whatever. So every single day I was doing something different, just
Mhm.
lifting what I felt like I needed to work on that day.
Yes.
So then I felt like even though I worked out so hard, you couldn't tell I worked out. Like, if you looked at me, you couldn't tell. I was just some scrawny, like, little girl, you know? And now I'm like, you can tell I worked out.
Yeah.
And if you
That's a
can't
good
tell, you're
feeling.
lying. It is a good feeling. Like, even my dad, he's like, hey, muscles. Like,
Aw.
he's never, all the time I've worked out, he's never called me like that. So
Yeah.
it's really cool
That
that,
is.
like,
Yeah.
people see it. Because, you
Mhm.
know, it's like, we work hard.
Yeah.
And that's what I meant about noticeable difference. Like, same, you work hard, you feel good, you feel accomplished after, like, wow, that was a really hard workout and I got through it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
with what result? Maybe just some
Now
really
it's
extra
like,
impact on your joints.
yeah, now
Yikes.
it's like I really see it. Like
Yeah.
we went and had a chit chat this morning about our workouts this week, and we took a picture, and I saw the definition of my arm, and I went shopping the other day and I tried on an outfit, and two ladies were in the dressing room. They're like, "You have Pilates arms. You have such strong arms." And
What a
I was
compliment.
like, "Wow, okay."
That's
But like stuff, and I'm honestly 10 years ago, I didn't see any of that.
Mhm.
I saw that I was maybe a little fit, but not
Yeah.
how I am now.
I hear you. I
Yep.
mean, we did all the cardio strength workouts in the world that were like so intense. And it was like, how hard could you go for like an extended period of time? And I would never do that again. Like,
No,
No.
because it's not
never.
beneficial for your body, for just the stress it puts on your body for no results. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm with you with the, keeping the workouts consistent
Mhm.
to be able to, yes, track your progress and stuff, but it really allows you to master the movements and then progress the movements because you don't know
Mhm.
what you're capable of unless you do it again. But
Mhm.
we're all, I think, in that mindset. Like, because I don't think true strength training in the way it is done now and the way we do it was introduced, at least not to me, back then through group fitness
Right.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
no.
Maybe if you had a personal trainer or a very structured program you were doing on your own, but not through group fitness
No.
as it was at that time. And so the thought was so foreign. And that's why I thought it was good to do that introduction about myself because that's how these programs were born. I was just totally mind blown after a few months, like, whoa, this is game changing.
Yeah, what a
Because
cool
again,
feeling.
yeah, I had worked out hard for years consistently. And then you just do something like that. And it's like, wow, the results are totally different.
And to keep the workouts, like you were saying, the 4 weeks is really good because then that gives you an eye when we do write it down on our progression sheet. We see that maybe last week it was 20, this week it's 40. But for we cater to all women in different age groups. For some women, that might be we have to use a stability stick,
Mhm.
and 2 weeks later, we don't. Just lots of really cool things like that is so important.
I'm so glad you brought that up because that's also a huge benefit is like balance that you wouldn't
Mhm.
even think. And
Yes.
you're not going to get better unless you work on it.
Mhm.
And so we sneak some of that stuff in and you wouldn't even realize, like, yeah, we're going for strength, but we're also going for core strength. We're going for balance and mobility and all of that all at the same time. So it's cool to see those progressions.
It is.
Coordination, that's another one. I have seen incredible improvements from starting someone in a particular movement or particular workout. And then I don't always coach. So then I come back to that person and I'm like, wow, the improvement, like it's just night and day after a
Right.
really short period of
Right.
time.
Even people's core strength, the same
Mhm.
thing. They're like, why don't we do sit ups? And I'm like, you don't realize that every move that you are in, you're embracing your core and you are working your core
Yes.
Yeah,
full on.
totally.
Absolutely.
Did either of you have like an aha moment or a turning point when you started lifting seriously?
My aha point, I guess, just you really need to get out of your comfort zone. Like, you have to stop thinking that you're not strong. Like, pick up the heavy weight, try it. I have surprised myself so many times.
Mhm.
I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. And I do it. You need to try. And if it's too heavy, it's too heavy. Now you have a new starting place and it's just a place to build from.
Yeah.
And I also just want to put it out there. If you ever need like a stability stick or anything, you should never feel embarrassed for using things that help you, especially as a beginner. Because
Absolutely.
the best thing about strength training is as long as you're keeping your form and doing it right, you will not get hurt.
Hmm.
Like when I tried to start running again, my hips hurt. I'm like, now I remember why I stopped
Yeah.
this.
Right.
Totally. Yeah. Especially under the guidance of a coach. Like that's why we're here.
Right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I think I would say maybe the last year, my aha moment has been, you guys know I suffer with L4, L5 severe spinal stenosis, and I'm still here working out. It's just maybe a little lighter or a little different, but I'm still doing it. And I think to me, that's great that I didn't quit
Yes.
because I have an injury that I'm able to take control of.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, agreed. And especially you're in your 50s. So after, please don't quote me on this exact statistic, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, is that after the age of 40, you lose 3% of your muscle mass every decade.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, okay, yes. I'm glad I'm right.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if you're not strength training actively, like, no, you're not going for PRs, but
Right.
if you're not actively strength training, you will lose that muscle. And then your bones will become weaker. I mean, so good for you for sticking with it and making it work for you. Because that's what we tell members. And I mean it when I tell them, we will make these workouts work. You just have to communicate with us. So yeah, you're living proof of that. So what changes did you see in your body after consistently lifting 2 to 3 times a week, would you say? Like any, obviously outside of what we already talked about, like clothes fitting differently, or do you feel like you're just like not looking at the scale anymore? Anything like that?
It's awesome. It's like, because I never weigh myself. I just, because the scale is so deceiving, because muscle is heavier than fat and all that stuff. So I always tell women measurements is really good, but also just going off how clothes are feeling. And it's like, my focus is gaining muscle and not losing weight, and just focusing on the gaining muscle. I mean, the way my clothes fit, it's completely different. I feel like I have a more hour shaped figure, not a manly one. Like I mean, I just feel like these programs have just really changed my confidence. Like, yeah, I mean, I just think our clothes are fitting good. I really don't worry too much about my weight or anything anymore.
I usually don't weigh myself. The reason why I did is because we got a scale for the puppy and I needed to see how much he weighed.
Nice.
So, but I did notice that I'm like, wait, holy cow. At this time last year, I was so and so. But my clothes, the biggest thing, fit completely different. I was always straight up and down, no waist, nothing. Now it's like my clothes are big there. I actually have a waist. And I'm getting that little shape, and I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
totally.
it.
Totally. Yeah, I hear you. I feel like I go off of how I feel. And it's the same thing with like, I know if I'm not going to feel great if I eat a particular like inflammatory food.
Yeah.
So no, I don't need a scale to tell me like, I haven't been on my nutrition game recently.
Yeah,
I
like
can
we all
I
know.
feel it.
Yeah.
Your body feels that.
Yeah.
Like when you go on vacation, not to get off the subject, but when you go on vacation and that, and we have to live our life. We have a life. We have one. We have to go. We have to have fun. But if you're somebody that you do this consistently and you work out and your eating is on point and everything, your body feels that, and it does cause a lot of inflammation in the body.
Totally. What about any type of mindset shift? I mean, you mentioned like just proving to yourself like, wow, I am much stronger than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, to the mind shift, I'm really heavy on the whole confidence thing, man, because like I'm just not a person with very strong confidence. So anything that I feel really helps with that, I like love. And we see you ladies coming in with your little hourglass figures. Like we know that like it's working and it's amazing.
Yeah, totally. What about energy levels? Anything different there?
I would say for me, I suffer with anxiety, so workouts help me. I have to get that workout in. I feel so confident and so strong, and that funny feeling in my stomach goes away then.
Yeah.
Yes, my energy levels are obviously after I work out, they're a lot better, but they are better. They haven't like dipped down, but I'm saying it after the workout more so. I feel almost like an infusion of like I don't know, an IV or something. Like I feel so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That serotonin or whatever kicks in and you're just like, yes, I feel great. And then that just sets my tone for the day. You guys know we work early mornings. So we'll usually fit our workout in between or after our shift. So that's the morning. And then I just feel like it sets the tone for the rest of the day.
It
My
really
energy
does.
level is just,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like my energy level has definitely gone up, and since I'm progressing and getting stronger, I feel like it makes you more excited to keep lifting because it's
Mhm.
like, what else can I do with my body? Like,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I always think, like, if someone's been lifting consistently, how could you ever wanna stop? Like, the result you're not chasing you're just almost chasing that feeling of accomplishment,
The
which
results,
leads
right, and
to
then coming back
confidence.
to starting over is, like,
Mhm,
another hard part that
mhm,
you endure,
and
yeah.
conquering the movement, and it's,
Yes.
like, especially something that's hard, whether it's hard because of coordination or balance and anything, it's, like, such a great
Mhm.
feeling. So, if a woman is listening today who is stuck in cardio or is afraid of lifting, what would you tell her?
Do you want to take it first?
Hannah's like, let me at it.
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So if you're stuck in cardio, and like we aren't talking trash about cardio. Cardio
Yeah,
is good.
correct.
Cardio is great. Good, like you said, good for cardiovascular health. Whatever, it helps build your endurance. But if you're stuck in cardio, I'm just gonna gently tell you, you're probably not gonna get the body that you are picturing in your head. It's just not gonna happen. The muscle is what shapes you. And, look up other women and you'll see, like, it is not gonna make you manly. There is no way that's gonna happen. It's not in our genetic code. Don't be afraid of it.
Mhm.
Just try it. I promise your body's gonna feel better. A
I
Yeah,
hundred
agree.
percent.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be 57 and it's all about lifting to me, and I look nothing like I did in my 30s and 40s. Even my husband
That's awesome.
says,
Oh, yeah. Do not
he's
be
like,
scared of
"Girl,
getting
when are you go"
older.
like,
Me in
it's
my
just
early 20s
this
was scary.
yes. Like,
Yeah.
I look back and I was so thin, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, back in high school in my early 20s, like, if you didn't have to lay down to put your jeans on and
Yeah.
button them on the bed and zip them up and be this big, that's what it was. It is
Yeah.
that's yeah, not
Yeah.
anymore. All about strength training.
Yeah. And not even to mention, I don't know, I just feel like I worked out so hard in those workouts and I burned in the workout so many more calories because, yeah, my heart rate got up to crazy levels because I was doing cardio and burning all the calories in that session, but like there was no muscle building because the workout was so aerobic and just totally different.
I
Like
always
even
got
3 years ago, looking
Really?
at
I always got fooled by those classes that was like, burn 1,000 calories for this
Mhm.
one class. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
work. And I also just don't think cardio like that. You're not gonna be doing that forever.
Mhm.
Like weightlifting is something you can literally do until there's 90-year-olds that
Yeah.
weightlift.
Yeah.
Like, and I know there's older people that run races too, but it's gonna take a toll on your body a lot worse than weightlifting.
We have proof in women here that are some runners, and we have proof in women that deadlift some heavy stuff here, and they do not look like men. They have
Mhm.
beautiful figures.
Absolutely.
Yep.
They really do.
Yes.
Mhm.
And not only to mention, obviously, outside of body composition and shape is just bone health and joint health
Mhm.
and just everything. Of course, being strong at any point in your life and all of the things that come with that.
And you don't want those things to start diminishing and then get into it. Get ahead of it now.
Mhm.
It's never too late. You can
Yeah.
turn it around.
Don't wait to get strong. Like
Mhm.
for what?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Right.
What would you say outside of just being afraid of maybe lifting or switching? Let's say someone who's listening to this does a ton of cardio. And, obviously we just told her, I would say just try it and see what happens. But what if someone's just scared to start working out in general? Or just scared to strength train 'cause they don't want to get hurt or something like that. Like scared to start. What would you tell them? What advice do you have as a coach?
I would tell them to well, of course, since we're all here at W3, obviously when I do see people and they ask me about it, I do tell them to come in and give it a try. That will be with them every step of the way, that we tailor the workouts for them. If something doesn't work, we switch it up, we can modify it. We have a couple girls that even may go a little further and go a step further and add something on. So I would say don't be afraid. Come and do the trial and just try.
Mhm.
There's a lot of support here. That's what I love about our gym. Such a great community, and everyone is here to help everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. And then a big problem I run into is being scared. So then people turn to TikTok and Instagram, which is okay, but you don't even know if that's a trainer. It could just be like a really fit woman telling you her workouts. Like you're just not sure. So if you're scared, I would say like go to a personal trainer. Like come in, ask questions. No one wants to talk about working out outside of the gym. So come in here and
Yeah, we
talk to us and we'll
will.
talk to you all day long. But yeah, I would just go seek out someone with actual knowledge, not just like look things up and stuff, because you could see something that freaks you out more.
Mhm.
I would go right to the source and figure out what
Yeah.
exactly you can do to start lifting.
Right.
You
Get a
do not have
professional.
to be alone in this
No.
journey at
Right.
all.
Right, and once you walk in that door, I think that's everybody's hardest part is walking in because they don't know what they're gonna walk into, right?
Yeah.
Everyone is here in our community. They're here to do their workout, right? We're here to help you.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And you guys mentioned two things, and earlier today these two ladies joined, and the one thing most important to the first one was camaraderie. And
Nice.
because she's like, I'm sick of working out in an open gym by myself because I'm not sticking to it.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I think that was important. And then the second one said support. And you guys
Mm.
just mentioned both, which is awesome. When you think about who you were before strength training and who you are now, what are you most proud of?
Man, I feel like I'm just like a broken record talking
No,
about
you're
the
ju
confidence thing,
No,
but
yeah.
it's like, I don't know, it's like before strength training, I just feel like I questioned myself a lot more. I would complete a workout and I wouldn't feel accomplished because I'm like, what am I even doing? Like, is this even actually working? Is this the right weight? So, yeah, after going through this training and just really learning how, like, stick with it for 4 weeks, write down your weights. Like, you want to remember that kind of stuff. You don't just want to walk in and start grabbing.
Yeah.
It is something you should actually think about and plan. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm getting off subject, but so yeah, the person I was before this, I would just say a lot less confident, like way more questions than answers. And I feel like I was falling for a lot of the lies that you see on the internet, like you're going to get manly, all that stuff.
Mhm.
And now I just know it's not true. And I just truly believe that weightlifting will give you the body you want.
Yeah.
And I want people to know too, it really does help with feelings. You feel anxiety, you feel some anger, grab some heavy weights and get after it.
I love that. Absolutely. And I think, with the confidence thing, you preach, woman. Like, that's what it's all about. And it does transfer over to other aspects of life. I think it's
Yes.
one of the biggest reasons is because no one can take that away from you. No one accomplished it. No one picked up that heavy weight or a weight
Right, this
for
is
you.
what I did. I'll be
Yes.
57 in my 30s and 40s. I didn't look and it not just the look, but the way I feel, the way I carry myself, the way I
Mhm.
walk in a room.
Mhm.
Very strong, independent woman, and I wasn't like that.
Yes.
I could say the last 3 years, it's even built even more, and it makes me feel so good.
Cool.
I love
That's awesome.
it.
Yeah. What does being a strong woman mean to you in this phase of your life?
For me, helping other women at this stage of life. We have a lot of women that come in and let them know that I'm here for them, that I've been through what they've been through, especially the menopause stuff. I'm certified in that. I can talk to you about that, help you understand a little bit more. Um, Being able to be strong for my kids, even though they're 30s and then 22, I'm still there for them if they need me, able to help them with things, being able to be at home and take care of 3 dogs. So,
Yeah.
just lots of things,
Puppy.
being confident and knowing that I've got this. Back 10 years ago, I didn't have it.
Wow.
I didn't.
That's
So,
amazing.
I don't know, being a strong woman in my life now, I just feel like I look a lot younger than I do. I'm only 5 foot. I'm pretty goofy, so a lot of people don't take me very as seriously as I wish they did. But I feel like I'm just getting more confidence as a coach, and like being a strong woman to me is like you said, it's like I want to be that person that you feel safe to come to talk about your issues, like in the gym, outside of the gym. I don't care. We're here to talk. No judgment zone at all.
none.
And it's like I feel being a strong woman is being supportive and loving to other women.
Yes, I love that.
There is no
Yeah.
reason we should be against each other.
Right.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
reason.
Wow.
Just like here, the community, that friend base, and you get so close. We're such a tight
Literally,
knit,
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. But I think we're also really welcoming at the same time. Like, what I
Yeah.
love is when all the members here who feel strong and feel empowered, and there's some level of anxiety when you come in for the first time,
Oh,
of
for
course,
sure.
because
Of
it's new
course.
and you're figuring it out. And you have a member that just kind of like obviously not literally, but figuratively wraps their arm around them and like, come on, let's go. It's like,
Oh,
it's so
yeah,
We
it
cool.
have
happens
those
all the
members here,
time.
and it's
Totally.
wonderful.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, because
They're like,
imagine.
Denise, I'll group up with her
Yeah.
today. I'll go with her. And it's so nice I think that makes them even feel more at home
Oh yeah.
when that happens.
And just part of the group.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
And one of my coach lines that I always like to say, like to the members when they're like, just in the middle of class, I'm like, just remember you have to get uncomfortable to grow. Like in life,
Yes.
you get put in uncomfortable situations. In the gym, that weight's getting heavy, you're getting uncomfortable, you're growing.
Yeah.
You're getting better every day.
Mhm.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. So, whether you're 29 or 56 or anywhere in between or above, it's never too late and you're never too far gone to start strength training. Denice and Hanna are living proof. Come train with us at W3 Body or share this episode with someone who's on the fence, because when you get stronger, everything changes for the better. Thanks for listening to Real Women, Real Results. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in to Real Women, Real Results. If you loved this episode, be sure to follow the podcast and leave a review. It helps more women find these powerful stories. If you're local and want to join our gym, check out our 4-week trial. Head to train@w3body.com for more info. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, W3body_Berwyn and W3body_Elmhurst for more strength, support, and community. See you next time.